muscular rabbit named Thumper, living an ordinary life in the desert with your clever fox companion, Vix. The scorching sun beats down as you both amble through the shifting sands, your fur glistening with sweat. The landscape is stark and unforgiving, yet you've learned to navigate it with ease. Your friendship with Vix is strong, forged through countless battles against the harsh elements and the creatures that dwell in the dunes. Today, you stumble upon an ancient map, half buried in the sand, its edges frayed and worn by time. It hints at a hidden oasis, a place of legend rumored to contain untold treasures. Your heart races with excitement as you look to Vix, whose eyes sparkle with curiosity. The powerful rabbit and the intelligent fox, Vix, were brimming with excitement over the map they held in their paws. Despite its age, the map was remarkably detailed, charting a desert trail they had never ventured down before. A conspicuous X marked the spot of the hidden treasure. Without a moment's hesitation, they embarked on their quest. Thumper and Vix are speeding across the desert in their tiny green vehicle, the map unfurled on the dashboard serving as their compass. The engine purrs contentedly, slicing through the sweltering air as they follow the twisting trail etched onto the ancient parchment. Their anticipation grows with each passing moment as they draw nearer to their enigmatic destination, their eyes darting across the horizon in search of the elusive oasis. The car's tires churn up clouds of dust, leaving a trail that fades as quickly as time itself. With every mile, their excitement surges, the promise of the hidden treasure fueling their journey. As the muscular rabbit and clever fox slowed down, they spotted a vibrant parrot perched on a roadside cactus. The parrot was flapping its wings and squawking loudly. As they approached, the parrot hopped onto the hood of the car and looked at the map with interest. Surprisingly, it spoke in a language they could understand. "The oasis you seek is a dangerous place. I know a shortcut, but I need your help first." The parrot explained that its feathered family had been captured by a mischievous group of crows who were said to be in league with the treacherous elements of the desert. It offered a deal: if they helped reunite it with its relatives, it would guide them to the treasure. The parrot's plight tugged at their heartstrings, and they pondered the potential risks and rewards of this unlikely proposition. Alliance. Thumper, Vix, and the parrot Polly entered the cave with excitement, following the map. As they drove in, the car's headlights pierced the darkness, illuminating a path that seemed to stretch on forever. They climbed higher and higher into the cave. The air grew cooler and damper, hinting at the possibility of water ahead. Polly, ever the vigilant guide, continued to squawk instructions from the antenna. Their journey into the unknown had taken an unexpected turn, but the thought of the treasure and the debt they owed Polly kept them focused. The walls of the cave twisted and turned, and they followed the parrot's lead deeper into the shadows. Thumper, Vix, and Polly the parrot emerged from the cave into a hidden chamber, where the light from the entrance cast a golden glow over a pile of glittering treasure. However, the sight of the treasure was overshadowed by the presence of a group of burly kangaroo guards, each one standing tall and armed with a boomerang. They eyed you suspiciously, their powerful legs coiled and ready to spring into action. Polly, realizing it had led you into danger, fluttered nervously on the antenna, muttering apologies for not mentioning the kangaroo inhabitants. The situation was tense, and you realized that claiming the treasure would require negotiation, stealth, or perhaps a battle of wits and brawn. Polly, with a mind as sharp as the beak she wielded, had noticed the kangaroo's routine. Every day, the burly creatures would leave their post for a short siesta at high noon. It was the perfect window of opportunity for the trio. The fox, clever as he was, suggested a distraction. He had observed the kangaroo's love for gambling, and so he devised a cunning plan. With the sun at its zenith, casting a blinding glare, the fox sauntered up to the guards, his eyes gleaming with mischief. He proposed a game of chance that would test their skill and accuracy. Ever eager to demonstrate their dominance, the kangaroos jumped at the chance, their guard duties forgotten. They eagerly began to play with the shiny stones and wooden dice the fox had produced from his bag. The game began with the fox showing off his sleight of hand, rolling the dice in a mesmerizing dance that had the kangaroo's eyes glued to the table. They grunted and shouted, placing their bets, their large paws slapping down on the ground in excitement. The tension grew as the fox skillfully manipulated the outcome, allowing the kangaroos to win a few small rounds to keep them hooked. The muscular rabbit, hidden behind a boulder, watched the spectacle with bated breath. He could feel the adrenaline pumping through his veins as the minutes ticked by, each one bringing them closer to their goal. Polly, perched on the antenna of the nearby abandoned car, whispered the signal into the fox's ear. The moment had arrived. The rabbit's ears twitched, and with a silent nod, he took off at a sprint, his powerful legs propelling him toward the treasure. The fox, using the chaos of the gambling as cover, slipped away from the table, his eyes never leaving the prize. The golden bloom grew larger with every bound the rabbit took, the jewels and coins seemingly calling out to them. They reached the treasure, and the rabbit's breath came in heavy gasps. His strong paws dug into the pile, tossing gold and gems into a hastily made sack. Polly flapped her wings in excitement, her eyes darting between the treasure and the distracted kangaroos. The fox took charge, his nimble fingers wrapping the bag tightly. "We must go now," he urged, his voice low and urgent. The trio bolted across the desert, the gold coins jingling wildly in their hastily made bag. The kangaroos, enraged at being duped, roared and took off in pursuit. The scorching sun beat down on their backs, baking the sand into a fiery expanse, but they couldn't afford to slow down. They had agreed to split the treasure evenly, but first, they needed supplies. The gold they had stolen bought them a veritable feast at the nearest trading post. The rabbit's eyes widened at the sight of the fresh carrots, their tops a vibrant green against the stark desert backdrop. Polly squawked in excitement at the colorful array of fruits and nuts, while the fox's gaze lingered on the succulent meats displayed on the counters. They filled their packs with more food than they could possibly consume, their stomachs growling in anticipation of the feast they would have once they were safe.